And we're back in a extremely sped up sort of way. What happened was there's a problem with the recording. The audio went into shit, so I'm just like, this is the perfect time to grind like crazy and just make a bunch of money in the Matrix because I'm not a decker, so I don't want to make 35 parts of, whoa, here's a video of me in the Matrix again, oh boy. So I just fucking found a pretty decent system in the Matrix, and I got a fair amount of money, but you know how I hate things happening off screen, so I just tossed it in all sped up. But I'm very upset. I think it's coming up. No, I get jumped by a fucking trenchcoat guy in this video, and I killed him for once, so I was very pleased with myself. I think he actually jumps me twice, but I fucking show him who's boss finally. I did a couple package missions inside Seattle just to break things up. Go, the fucking there he is. Got you, motherfucker. I did a couple courier missions in Seattle just to break things up because I was doing the Matrix forever, and the Matrix is not very fun forever. But then the money was shit, so I went back to the Matrix because I'm a sucker for money. But hopefully, once this is all said and done, I should be fine enough to just actually play through the storyline and not bumble around in the Matrix forever, which is practically what this is becoming. But we can explore some of the leads we found earlier about Michael's death, figure out what the fuck's going on, and pretty much do whatever we damn well please now that we've killed Trenchcoat Guy. There's nothing left to fear in this world, except for, you know, like hellhounds, corporations, and two Trenchcoat guys at once, I guess, would be trouble. Also, as you can see, I'm not doing very well as far as Matrix adventures go. Even sped up, I'm spending a considerable amount of time fighting the ice. I think I just bought the increased deck response right there, so my abilities will come back quicker, and it still takes forever. It's very unfortunate. There's a very large amount of money we've made so far that went right back into the cyber deck, where Ricky needs magic, Joshua needs magic, we need armor, Pete needs a gun. We're just... A lot of the game is doing the fun missions. They're fun. To get money to just survive through the story. The story's pretty short when you look back and you see all the things you've done in the game, all the missions, and you just look back and you're like, that was it? That was the story? It's a great story, don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, it's running around to get enough money so you don't get your dick kicked in when you're actually doing the story missions. But hopefully we can actually do a pretty big burst of story before I actually have to set foot inside the Matrix again. Holy shit, this is pathetic. Look at that. This is the system I mentioned earlier. Mortimer Reed gave me a system to run, and I found a data store that was just filled with money. I'm not even sure how much money I end up making off of it, but it's a lot. It's a lot of money that we're going to spend once things slow back down. I don't like to spend the money when time's sped up because then you can't see what I'm doing, but there's a fair amount, and we're going to spend it. Some things I'm not looking forward to. We have to go into the wilderness coming up, but that shouldn't be much of a problem because I don't believe I've broken the law yet on this character. You go to Council Island, which is the Amerindian embassy of sorts, and you can buy a passport to go to the wilderness where Michael's dead. I think it's $1,000? No, that doesn't sound right. It's X amount of money, assuming you can pass a criminal background check, which you usually can't from all the goofy shit you do in this game, but luckily getting the shit kicked out of you in broad daylight by a guy wearing a trench coat isn't a criminal offense, so our record's pretty clean so far. Should be able to get in there no problem. Go into the wilderness. There's a fair amount of a fair amount. It feels like a fair amount because the wilderness just goes on forever, but we should be able to get in and out pretty quick without minimal depressing fights like this one. There's no matrix in the wilderness. There's just magical things that want to kill me. And they probably will, even with all the goofy shit I'm going to buy once this is over. There's probably going to be some things overall I'm going to miss. I'm going to say that right now. There's a lot to do in this game. There's usually the Matrix-based ones. I'm going to probably skip over a lot of the Matrix-based side quests. I'm not looking forward to having to run against mega corporations. I might be able to pull it off with my skills right now, but I don't think I will. So hopefully we don't get ourselves mixed up with the corporations too much. I'll probably do a couple missions just to, you know, this is what that's all about. This is what it looks like to get the shit kicked out of you in a corporation. We'll do a couple of those. But like I'm not making those corporations my meal ticket. No, sir. Yeah, there's another fucking... This is a ridiculous CPU. This was the main disadvantage of this system, is that the CPU had a tar paper that would just go off constantly, set off the active alert, level the shit out of everything, and then I had to fight it all. Then you get to the data store, get like $5,000 worth of stuff, jack out. It's a pretty sweet deal, but it's extremely monotonous, unfortunately. There's no... And this is the easy way to make money in this game. There's no easier way. Like per time invested, this is the way you want to do it. Yep, just keep on missing, fella. That's great. That's just great. There's no way to make this better. I mean, we could put more karma for Pete into computers, but I really need that karma for him to fight. So, we're done. We're done with the Matrix. Alright, back to the real world. Let's fucking spend this money. What do we got? 51. Holy shit. That is a lot of money. Let's fucking... I know where... What do you do with money? You take it to the dangerous town and you spend it in the dangerous criminal mall. Hopefully we don't die too much. Nah, we're not gonna die. We're fine. Stop being so pessimistic. Browse the weapons and equipment. Alright, first things first is Pete needs a gun. That's one of the better SMGs. But he's a little guy, so he gets a little gun. We'll buy him a little Uzi. Complete transaction. Then we'll put some accessories on it. Give him a smart gun link. And a sound suppressor. And a gas vent. So now he can fight. Display available armor. 8,000. Illegal military bodysuit, great weapon protection, excellent gun protection. Those both sound like things that are going to not get me killed. So I'll buy 3. Perfect. Still got money for walking around. Call a taxi. Null perspiration. Company man storms up to you. Hey, you can't get away with this. Don't think I don't recognize you. Let's talk it out. All at once the man snaps. That didn't go very well. Mana-zip. So I guess not all trenchcoat guys are tough. I've broken their spirit. Walk away. Merlin's lore. This is where I want to buy my magic. If it's good enough for Merlin, it's good enough for me. I'm going to go from Mana Zap up to Mana Blast. A vicious jolt. No more fucking nasty jolts for us. Level 4. That'll do. That'll do. I still have money. Buy Pete some cyberware so he doesn't get shot up as much. Wiremasters is one of the best cybernetic installers in Seattle, mostly geared to the fashion conscious. Some high-powered cyberware can be found here. That's exactly what I want. He needs a smart link to use the smart gun thing I just bought for him, so now his gun won't be as shitty. And then we'll buy him some hard plastic and metal fiber plates which are bonded to flesh to form armor. It's the perfect gift. Just invasive surgery. We still have money. Microtronics is a store for the serious decker. I'm a serious decker. That's level 3. Level this up because I'm tired of messing with it. Or not. We'll just hang on to this. This will be our safe money. Alright. Give this to Ricky. No, give it to Pete. It's Pete's gun. Give one armor to Ricky. Give the second armor to Pete. And then I wear one. I have to take it off and then put the new one on. Alright, no more jelly bean gun for you. Perfect. Sell all the other shit. Weapons World, a division of Ares, caters to anyone who can afford to enter the arcology. Oh, this guy doesn't have a giant heart on. I don't care. Unless he has a giant heart on. That's what I look for in my salesman. Alright, $5,000 for walking around. Now let's figure out what the hell this game's about. Notebook, tips and clues. Caleb Brightmore, Mr. Johnson, taking orders from another unknown Mr. Johnson, assembled Michael's team to go to the Salish-Shidhe. Tabitha speculates that Boris Orozco is the last person to see Michael. I know where Boris is. We'll go see Boris. Hollow Picks. David William Alfeather. Rangers Wilderness Patrol. Alright, let's go. That sounded like danger. Fuck that. I gotta get to the Barrens. I gotta see Boris. Alright, let's make some fucking plot happen.